Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, it's sort of just a general updates video, what's going on with this thing, why there's a tent here, and all of the problems I've had with this thing, because it's a troublemaker, this one. So, let's get into that. So, the first question you guys may have is, why is there a tent here? And long story short, I was showing my friend, his name's Wilson, I was showing him the car, and got the top down, windows down, I was gonna take him for a little drive, right? And so I turned the car off so I can just give him a little walk around tour of the car, you know, sort of like what we did in the last video, right? And so I turn the car off, we go into the garage, we grab some things, and we come back out, and it's making this really weird noise. I can get a little clip of it going on, like, right now. There's a bit of a smell. And so it's making this noise, it's going, and all we can think is, what's going on with the car, right? So what we did is we disconnected the battery because that was the only way we could make the sound stop. And what we did is we reconnected the battery and we were able to get the top back up, and the windows were sort of half open, half closed. So the car was pretty much stuck in a state where the water, bugs, rodents, animals could get in the car. And that wasn't good. That wasn't good at all, because it was a Sunday and I had to leave for a regatta, youth champs, I had to leave the next day for. And so I wouldn't be able to see this car for 5 days straight, and I was looking at the weather and it looked like it was gonna rain. And so the only real solution for that was to get a cover like this, and thankfully it held up. This is probably the worst car cover, not the worst, but a really bad car cover, because pipes are loose on it, the tarp is very easy to fall off, but luckily it held up for the time being, and no water got in this thing, which really thankful for. And the car's in good shape. Okay, so to sort of prove my point here, we got the top up and it's all good there, and the windows are up, and there's a little problem with the seals, like water can still get in. There's a sort of like a crack there where it could get through, but that's not very bad, and water hasn't really trickled through there in the past, which is good. Seals aren't too good, so I might plan on replacing those, and it's the same story on the other side. So I can sort of show you what I had to do on the engine bay. I'm not too sure on where the starter is on this, but I think it's somewhere in the vicinity of this area of the engine bay. So there were many things we could have done to get these windows up here. We could have done the cheap, simple, and easy way of just getting some duct tape and ripping them up, which I would have not wanted to do because it could have damaged the windows. So what I did when I came back from the regatta was I got a new battery for the car, which is right here. And yes, those are mothballs because there are some signs of rodents, and I talked about that last video because of the stench in the car. But so we got a new battery and we plugged that in just to get the windows up quickly, and it didn't make the starter start to go. So yeah, that wasn't too good, but at least we got the windows up, which is a positive in my head. So now that we're on the interior, there's something I'd like to touch on that I don't really think I was able to in the last video, and that's that this car is a 5-speed. It's one of the, in my opinion, more desirable options on the car, because it came with either a 5-speed manual like this one here, or a 3-speed automatic. And if you're asking me, you don't want an automatic in this car. The automatics were slower, they burn more fuel, and they weared the engine out more because they would just rev so much more because they wouldn't have the 2 extra gears that the 5-speed has. And I mean, personally, I love the feeling of driving manual, so that adds on to it, but also the fact that it just wouldn't wear the engine out as much. So, big plus there. And one of the things I'm trying not to do is use the handbrake, because what the handbrakes do is over time, if you use them more and more, they'll wear out and the cable will go. So, don't want to do that. So, what I've been doing is leaving the car in a gear like reverse, and yeah. One more thing before we leave is, I'm not sure if this is good or bad, but my car, you don't need to leave the car in reverse to start it or turn the car off or remove the key. So you can leave it in neutral and pull the key out, which I haven't seen on any other 900s, because what I've seen is you had to leave them in reverse, and then you could take the key out and it would be locked in reverse. Whereas this one, you can move it around. There's a really big spider there. There are a lot of spiders on this car. So, what's my plan of attack with this? I'm not really sure what to do here, because I don't know where the starter is on the car, and I'm not too sure how I'd replace it. I could definitely try and learn, or I could not, or I could just send it to my mechanic, who very good with Saabs, and I could definitely do that, but I think I want to try doing that. I'm not really sure though. So, gotta figure that out, and there's another long list of stuff I have to do on this car before it's roadworthy. Like, it is roadworthy in its current state, but there's a lot of stuff we have to do to the car. For example, one of the things that isn't necessary to getting this car roadworthy, but, you know, in my opinion, makes it look better, is the grille. And last video, user Car and Top Gear commented that Modern Saab Classic sells us a grill repair kit. And so I looked it up and I ordered it. And so, gonna be installing this sometime soon. And the bag came with Swedish fish, because it's a Swedish fish and a Swedish money pot. So, money pot, money pit, money pit. One of the neighbors is walking by. Probably gonna look really weird here. Okay, thankfully he didn't say anything, or just, he didn't even look over, which was good. But to sort of re-emphasize on that, thank you guys so much for the support last video. It means a lot to me. I had no idea that the last video would get over 500 hits, which I'm really happy about. So thank you guys for that. So, what needs to be done to this car? Well, there's a lot there. If we're talking mechanically wise, honestly, right now, I think it just needs a starter and maybe some, you could even say, like, we need to work on the AC system. Like, there's not much mechanically besides the fact that this doesn't start and run currently due to the starter. Well, at least I hope it's the starter and think it's the starter. Otherwise, it's just cosmetic stuff, really, besides the rust. The rust we have to get done. So we have the starter, we have AC, we have the rust. We have the trimmer on the car. I got some stuff for that. What else? Well, the grill, interior work. We're either going to have to buy new seats, or we're going to have to restitch these or get covers for them. And I don't really want to get the covers because they don't look too good on the car. So that's the 6th thing. What else? There's some other stuff I know. Like, just a detail over the car. Maybe some slight cosmetic paint work. There's an area where the battery lies that's sort of corroded due to battery acid, so we're gonna have to sand that down and redo that. That's 8. Well, no, that's 9. And then I think the car should be good to go. Oh, speakers. 10. 10. That's speakers. So 10 things to do. There's probably more that I'm not listing, but if those come up, I'll list them another time. And yeah. Oh, 11. Interior work. There's like pieces in the center console, like plastic pieces. They're in the car, but I need to connect them and put them all together. Something else that I went ahead and did was I ordered new wheels. Sure, these look good and all, but these will probably be if I drive the car on the street and don't take it to, let's say, a car show. I ordered the Aero wheels for the car, which, not the SPGA ones, but the ones they look more like a fan. I think they're just period correct for this car and make the car look a lot better. And sure, these wheels are good, but I think those look good. Okay, so last little things with this video is just sorry for taking so long to upload this. I've just been really busy recently, and I'll try and post more often in the time coming. I might be busy, but I'll try for sure. And I'll keep you guys posted on how this car is coming, and thank you guys so much for the support on last video. It was just great. I'd never expected it to be as big as it got. Yeah, thank you guys for watching today's video, and have a good one. I'm not really sure what else to say. I know people ask for likes and everything, but I don't like asking for stuff like that. So just have a good one, you know. Keep you updated. I'll try and post another video on this don't want to call it anything bad, but this project car. I'll give you an update on that. So see you guys sometime soon. Have a good one. Bye.